They look pumped up, so Complexity's gonna take it.
Complexity's gonna take it, says Cinder and Drasko. What say you?
I agree. Again, I just liked lineups that had
advantageous matchup, and more importantly than that, they're giving him help. Like, they want to absolutely secure that this guy has a good game. We saw earlier in the games where he played, he just kind of left the lane almost immediately and had no impact. This time around, I feel like they're setting him up for success.
Oh, bottom lane, they actually start going on to Chessie.
Oh, this body block by MMY.
MMY can't quite stay ahead of him. He's going to be able to get into the trees and escape. So no first blood. Just the counter block. Chessie goes down the mid lane. He ends up dying. MMY may still end up going down to the bottom lane. The block's out from Chessie, bringing him low. Hanskin's trying to catch up. We'll be able to get one more right click before the roll away. Now Chessie and Z-Freak combine forces, but maybe it's...
Yeah, I kind of want to... It just sort of feels like a low percentage gank to me, unless he runs out of mana. But
or maybe they combo it up with an avalanche. Let's see, they're going to lead with the avalanche toss, already brings Siler low. They're actually going to hold on to it. Ice Shard's ready to go. They get the snowball, bring the Centaur close enough to be able to hit that stun. Siler will end up going down. A well-executed gank by Complexity.
Yeah, and Limp actually got the full combo off, making it incredibly easy for them to pick that one up, because Siler doesn't know that the back flank is coming. Allows himself to get comboed.
Swindle's trying to interrupt a lot of this CS at the top lane, and does manage to get some of the bigger creeps, so that's actually pretty favorable for him.
Yeah, still, RTK in a really good position as he's easily racking up the last hits. And this bottom lane has not been favorable to Chessie whatsoever. Complexity, that mid gank was really necessary for them right now.
Yeah, top 3 CS on the board is all to LGD's favor. A roll in from MMY, misses out on Chessie, but we do have a 2-man smoke from Complexity in the top lane, as they're going to try and catch out ROTK, who's been playing this really aggressively against Swindles. ROTK is going to be hit by this snowball. They already have the anchor smash on top of him. Swindles is burning, though, underneath this fire. They will be able to slow down ROTK. This Satyr Banisher is going to work. ROTK can go nowhere and will end up dying. Complexity very low as they retreat out, but still, they got the successful gank on the Batrider, slowing down that Blink Dagger.
Perfect creep for that kill as well, Cap. I don't know if they could have done it.
Rotate up to the top lane.
Yeah, they don't have a ward for this.
They're going to gush him.
RTK doesn't have Firefly anymore.
Yeah, Hanskin, he will be able to get some sort of slowdown here. If he gets the Ice Shards over the top, they might be able to kill ROTK, but never mind. They have the Ravage, but now Moasso goes out. Swindle isn't going to be able to get this off. It goes down, but it doesn't matter. The 4 heroes of LGD get stunned, but Complexity have no way out. MMY finds the extra kill, slowing down Hanskin. 3-2 now. LGD punished the aggressive move by Complexity up to that top lane.
Huge error by Complexity in communication. They simply just didn't have the damage to burst down ROTK really quickly.
This successful gank here, they can take this tower, and they're coming with the numbers advantage too.
Yeah, and this is what we wanted to see, right? But in an ideal world, you have your Tidehunter here.
Gas already being used. The snowball comes in. Maybe he is going to be stunned up immediately. Nice 2-man stun. MMY gets a good kick, but it doesn't matter. Maybe as well as the porter down. MMY is just trying to escape. Limp, he's got a toss up in 2 more seconds. Is going to decide not to go for it, and they just turn around for that tier 1 tower.
And LGD, this was a mistake by them, because you have to know at some point you're not going to be able to defend this tower, especially with the Chen in the game. They thought with Hanskin that's here instead.
Pick up. That's the first reveal of the Blink Dagger, though. Complexity, I'm sure, is still going to be happy with that. What they may not be happy with, though, is LGD going to be able to turn this into a tier 1 tower push as well. Looks like Swindle's going to try and put a stop to it. They've already blown the glyph. Just on the side, DDC's going to be able to caught by Z-Freak, and he's got the perfect creeps to be able to pull up a support like this. The cast goes out, but a gush will finish him off. The tier 1 tower is going to be saved, at least for now. They can choose to deny it if they want. This team's all... Oh, it's a dangerous fight, but they're going to try and lead on Swindles, just getting some Firefly damage. ROTK obviously doesn't have that lasso. The tier 1 tower still going to go down. They throw out the kick and try and perhaps get the deny. No, they're just going to go for the Spear Parent. Nice deny from TDC. Toss flying Ravage. No, the silence immediately goes off, and Swindle will be pushed back.
So well done by MMY, preventing that team fight from starting, but in some ways I kind of think that Complexity are happy about that. I don't know where their damage could have came from.
Tier 1 at bottom lane, and it's ready to go for the TP at any point in time. His team chooses to engage, but again, it's a dangerous proposition as Lim shows his Blink Dagger, jumps onto RTK. Nice silence from MMY. Actually brings a lot of time. RTK is eventually going to go down here. Oh, there it goes. The bear finally finishes him off. Z-Freak's right in the middle of everything. Does manage to heal up. Swindles is staying forward, though, making sure that if LGD want to be able to fight this one out, they have to go through him first. They've already lost their Chen. Jump in from MMY! What an initiation! He managed to get the silence on the multiple! The Ravage goes out still, and MMY is down. The Snowball will be able to save Hunskit for the time being, but oh my god! What a plasma field from the Razor, almost able to finish these heroes off. They're going to pursue and see if they can get some more. Siler's looking for a doppelganger forward. Lance is going to be able to hit on Chetty. A turnaround from Limp, though, almost popping maybe. They get the root as well. He finished him off. The plasma field is still alive. Siler's trying to finish him off the Lance. He gets the kill at the very minimum. 3-for-3 exchange. A tier 2 does go down. But LGD managed to keep Siler alive and in some big-time kills.
A pretty strong way to deal with it, especially the Tiny in the early game can clear most of it.
Grab on a Z-Freak here. They do have Siler coming in, but a Snowball is going to be able to slow down RTK. He gets popped by the Walrus Punch, but Z-Freak will still die, and Siler's surrounding these heroes. He does go for Hunskit up next. The Diffusal Blade is just too much for Complexity to be able to handle. Double kill for Siler.
He's gonna get gone on by the bear, but there's no follow-up.
Oh,
He's making his way over.
He's got a doppelganger. Swindles might be able to hit this Ravage setup. Siler's beating out. Oh my god, they pull everything almost to be able to pop an illusion, and Siler TP's away. See you later, Complexity.
Completely calm as 3 heroes start to run towards him. Even picks off 2 of the supports by himself. Look at the space that he just created with everybody rotating up to try to kill Siler. As the bottom tier 2 under pressure during this, and Swindles is going to make his way down. Maybe they get at least one kill, but MMY with the kick.
Once again, MMY shining on this Earth Spirit.
They're just getting run around the map right now.
They use a Purge on the bear to make sure that Siler can get away. Another doppelganger use. Swindles has his Blink Dagger ready to go. He can actually catch LGD here. Limp's going to be leading this charge. BKB goes off on Navy. He turns his attention to fight out Limp with MMY hitting a huge kick. Swindles just unable to get off a good Ravage here. He's wandering around looking for it desperately. Still, though, the Bat Rider has gone down from the Lone Druid, and the BKB is now down out from Navy. MMY jumps in. Ravage gone, used on Siler. MMY comes in, trying to pop his full combination. They're all low, but nobody on LGD is high enough to be able to get a single kill. LGD get wiped there, and Complexity keep almost everyone alive. Z-Freak tapping out towards the bear end.
And the bear, or the Bat Rider, even goes to the buyback here, thinking that his team can hold on for just enough time. LGD does a perfect split there. They lead with the BKB on maybe, and Swindles is just like, okay, what am I supposed to do here? But he sees the opportunity.
Again, they're going to try and threaten Complexity back, but
Firefly again.
This time, yeah, Firefly is not going to be able to get Complexity off this tier 3 tower, and maybe this is just a straight trade-off from LGD.
I think you just go bottom if you're Complexity too.
And Complexity push for more here. In one fell swoop, they may be able to get 2 lanes of racks. Limp is caught in a bad position, though. He does have the Aegis as well as BKB. He can afford to die here. And he'll come back with the magic immunity needed to be able to fight this one out. Limp may actually be taken out from the Maledict. At least he's not inside the enemy base, so that's okay. But still, Siler's taking the lane of racks. Maybe they should have backed up.
I don't know if they would have had. They wouldn't have had the TP on Limp. And they don't have a TP on Swindle either.
Yeah, I guess they would have been caught kind of split if they tried to TP out. So their only other play then at this point in time is to make it so it's not a straight trade. They'll go for the second lane of rack still.
This is so much scarier though. They don't have the bear for a full 2 minutes, and the Tiny doesn't have the Aegis. So maybe they just wait for the initiation first on Swindle, who's walking all the way around.
And Siler.
They're gonna go for this smoke. I would have really liked to see them wait like 10 seconds.
Are they gonna go straight high ground here? Oh, they're gonna be able to grab Siler immediately. They burst him down a little bit, get him down to about 2/3 HP. The Ravage goes out as well, controlling up these heroes and making sure RTK doesn't get the full pullback. Limp has popped his BKB, and LGD are just trying to kite Swindle Ellens and the rest of his boys around. They get the toss forward. MMY gets off a really good ultimate that can keep on going if he only survives. Finally, he does go down. Limp's gonna be taken out though, and maybe a lot of damage, but he's only down. He's fighting up against Chesky. The Snowball actually keeps some of the heroes alive, and Siler almost goes down as well. Doppelganger trying to juke it out. They're trying to figure out which one it is. Oh, but finally they get him. Ice Shards completes the kill. A 1-for-3 exchange, and Complexity can now try and force some buyback. The thing is, LGD don't have any.
They've only got it on the Earth Spirit. The other 2 cores don't have it available. Complexity don't know that either, but they should at least poke to see. If neither of the cores buy back, then they know for sure. Like, there's no way that LGD just give up a second lane of racks like this if they had it available. Complexity is going to confirm.
And this will be a second lane of racks, it seems, as LGD's supports do not have the damage to be able to push back Complexity. RTK starts jumping forward. He's like feeding himself like there will be buybacks, but there simply won't be. A Walrus Punch, force that forward. RTK gets some distance and will be able to just barely survive. the melee racks and the range racks will both still go down. RTK's feint does not successfully dissuade Complexity from pushing in the lane.
I almost thought for half a something.
And here comes Complexity surging forward now. They have the Spirit Bear that's going to be leading the way. Oh, jump in from Limp. They're actually going to be able to identify DDC and pick him off immediately. He does not have buyback. They're playing around the fountain. No, what an Ice Shard. That's actually going to prevent the retreat from MMY. He gets the kick, rolls back into the fountain, will be able to survive while Sylar goes for Z-Freak in the back, but he doesn't have the vision. RTK toss him in the air, bounce back up by the Ravage. They've also controlled up Sylar as well, who they're trying to target down, but they get back to the fountain once again. Onskin dropping low for maybe, but some of these heroes will not survive. RTK has to buy out now. The tier 4 tower going to be the target. Complexity might actually take quite low though. RTK almost going to be beaten down again. It's going to be Sylar as well. No buybacks there. Complexity, they've taken 2 tier 4s. They've done it. They've taken out LGD and will move forward to top 8 guaranteed here at the Shanghai Major.
And in the booth, they just immediately rush each other, leaving their keyboards behind.
Going absolutely wild in the booth, hugging each other like mad. Complexity are so excited, going from bottom in their group stage of Group D to now winding